guys, it's the end of the month here for the Awesome 10X show. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to discuss the Philippine markets. Take note that it's the end of the month, so we're going to see the MSCI deletion for the day. That's why we have a very strong volume. I'm trying to open. Okay, so as you could see, there has been a lot of magical move at the end of the day because of that MSCI deletion. Security Bank has actually rallied today as high as 88. And then because of the deletion, it fell down to 81.7. We said yesterday that we are starting to see volume picking through as high as 88 for the day. And this drop is actually a chance to buy, as evidenced by that huge bid, 2.3 million shares buying Security Bank. Now, we've also said that given Security Bank has seen a recovery, the other banks are following suit, with BDO our top buying recommendation. Yesterday, it was 90. It closed 11% up for a nice bounce, 100 peso, 40 cents today. As you could see, a lot of sellers, just as trading people are taking that profits out for the day, 11% up. Security Bank and BDO was highlighted yesterday for our buy signals. We also highlighted Bloomberry, Cebu Pacific. Cebu Pacific actually rose from about 33 to 38. Let's go to the chart so that you could see it more carefully. Sorry, I'm just trying to open the charts. So let's review all of your MSCI deletions. So as we said, MSCI got deleted from your MSCI. That would be Morgan Stanley Composite Index. That explains this huge volume for the day. While Security Bank went up to about as high as 89, we still see resistance here at about that gap at 94, 95. Nevertheless, this is a good consolidation from 84 to 77. Those who want to buy Security Bank can buy. You've got that double bottom from that 80 peso mark. So from a risk reward standpoint, Security Bank is giving you that capitulation. It's a classic buy. Usually after a deletion, stocks fall because of that deletion. This prices in that negative flow, and after this huge volume, we get to see buyers buying. That explains that 2 million share bid price for Security Bank at 81.7. I wouldn't be surprised if it rallies back to 88 to 95 in the next few days. That said, BDO also a nice recovery. A lot of traders saw that Security Bank was rising. A lot of people picked up this 90 peso level move yesterday. Today, that 10% move is back to the resistance of 100. I wouldn't be surprised if the next few days BDO goes down again and retest these 90 to 95 levels. Now let's discuss why Cebu Pacific rose. Cebu Pacific rose in tandem with the sympathy love names. We noticed that airlines abroad have been rising. Macro Asia has also been bouncing. Cebu Pacific in the airline sector is not no different, not different. It's also the same, just a victim, social distancing victim. Nobody wants to travel. So with the reopening theme, we've been seeing these double bottoms. We've seen double bottoms happen even after these new lows. So definitely these are being picked up. People are buying this 33 to 36 levels for a quick bounce move, either 48 to 53. That proves to be a substantial risk reward. So traders are confident buying these recovery names, both for Cebu Pacific. And as you could see, Macro Asia continues to have triple bottoms here at about 4 below. It's been rinse and repeat. People bought these levels at about from 4 below to 350 after that new low move, after that deletion. Take note, Macro Asia also got deleted from your MSCI. You've seen those rallies from the Moderna vaccine tandem and then another reopening tandem. So these two moves up from about 350 back to 450, that $1, 1 peso move is about 30%, which traders have been milking in and out. we'd say that any drop for macro Asia back here at the 350 to 380 would continue to have some buyers for another selling move at 450. Well, eventually that 450 will go to 5 and 550. Another notable thing to say is that we've seen some of your deletions, such as M-wide, also starting to be picked up. Also, take note, these got deleted, so same tandem. New lows from the PSEI 4,000 low. This is a new low at about 450, 475. You're seeing a lot of volume due to the capitulation or the negative outflow from your MSCI. While this doesn't have a substantial rally, we haven't seen construction names go up. It is noteworthy to see that a lot of people seem to be trying to take advantage of bargain prices here from about 475, even if it could go down further. So there's not a lot of people betting on construction companies yet, but we're seeing that volume pick up these past few days due to that MSCI. How would you know if there's volume on construction? Well, MY got deleted, but EI does not have a lot of volume. So you want to see some consolidation so that you could see that mega-wide or EI could potentially rally back with the social distancing victims. Now, of course, casinos abroad have rallied up. We've seen the same tandem happen for Bloomberry. So there was a lot of buyback here. Also, that 1.4 billion peso income result wasn't as bad as people would have expected. So Bloomberry right now is trying to retest that previous high zone of 645. That would be your first resistance. But after breaking that, you still have resistance at 7 and 750. So the beautiful thing here is that it is a very clear buy out of 550. So we have this potential consolidation as higher low. And if it can stay above 6 for quite a while, you might see a couple of 3 days rally further. So I'm thinking that most traders who got in here are still holding after this 2-day run up, although some might have scaled out partially from their positions. Now, of course, this week we've seen Jollibee report very bad earnings. And maybe it took a day for some people to know the news that Jollibee lost 1.7, about 2 billion pesos for the first quarter as a result of their COVID pandemic closures, as a result of paying a lot of their labor workers. And of course, they remain committed to their shareholders and employees. They didn't lay off any workforce during the COVID pandemic. So with sales down about 30%, 36% in China, sales in the Philippines was down flat about 2%. Jollibee really suffered, reversing from about 1.5 billion peso gain last year. Now it's down to about 2 billion peso loss. Now, I'm assuming that people are aware that that Jollibee would not have a good earnings front this entire year, as it's clear that social distancing victims like Jollibee, airlines, all these sectors generally have a longer time to recover. Nevertheless, we could see that people would start bargain hunting. This drop of Jollibee from that 130 plus level explains about 30% drop in a single week. And so I think that there is enough people who would try to buy this back. So what you want to do is to see whether Jollibee can get supported. You've seen these lows, 92. So if Jollibee falls anywhere from 108 to 92, we've actually seen the company insiders make buyback programs here at 105. So buying at 109 gives you a good risk reward. Your risk is about, let's assume you buy two tranches. So you buy 108 today and you buy, let's assume it goes down further back to about 91. Either it goes to 100 or 90. So maybe 3 tranches, 108, 100, and 90. So an average price of 100. Your reward is as high as about 125 to 130. So that's a good risk reward for some traders. This is potentially a trading move. Despite the negative news. So we've seen a lot of companies in the market report bad earnings. Properties had bad earnings. but it was still a positive thing. So Jollibee is one of the first companies to go from profit to loss. Although this might not be the only quarter where Jollibee would go give that. Maybe the next 2 to 3 quarters will also be bad, which explains this negative front. What you want to do is see whether people would consolidate, whether there will be a few consolidations, either here or here or here, to see whether a potential bottoming out is happening. Now, from the financial sector, Security Bank is one of the most important. We've seen PLDT get go up in the close. So PLDT is good, but at levels 1 to 5, I would assume some traders will. We're happy to see that the airline, most of the trading action will focus on your MSCI names. MSCI, such as Security Bank, has the highest trading volume and one of the most active trades. You could see here, Pure Gold is 3.7 billion. Of course, Pure Gold is unchanged following the addition on MSCI. We'll have to wait for the earnings front of Pure Gold in the first quarter 2020 pandemic just to see if the bullishness of the market consensus is valid. So it's really a wait and see for now. Security Bank gives a lot of traders a trading volume. So you could see value traded is 2 billion. Airline 2 billion, BDO 2 billion. These were added. SM Prime actually got kicked out, not kicked out, decreased, but still 800 million. That's why you could see SM Prime has been quite flat these days. Move of S10%, Ayala Corp 747. See a couple of people start selling their SM and Ayala Corp as these are resistances in the market. So today is actually one of the best days to be selling the market, selling some SM, selling some AC, selling some PLDT if you have them. So yeah, so this is your SM, closing the gap here, 915. AC closing 747. You've actually got resistance at 760. So these moves are actually plenty of selling signals. Basically rally to your resistance. So index 58 also near your resistance. A good jump to actually be selling some shares. Thank you, everyone. All right. Bye-bye. Hello? On trabaho.